Okay. I'm going to post this one just because I feel like getting this off my chest. Nothing bad. It's actually pretty good. Just bought my best friend an Oculus Quest 2. I think it's the 128 gigabyte version, which is, man, I'm not going to lie. Oculus Quest 2s are expensive now, man. I feel like I should have waited until the price drops a little bit. But his birthday is in 4 days. I'm supposed to get here in 3. Ordered from eBay, used obviously, because they're expensive. But the seller had all 5-star. So hopefully we'll be fine. One of those things where, last year he bought me a tattoo and I tried to buy him part for his gun and the part didn't work. His gun ended up breaking and he hasn't had a reliable working rifle since. This is airsoft. So I've been feeling kind of bad. Recently he's been looking for a new gun, right? We've been talking a lot and I keep trying to talk him into getting the VR headset because it's honestly some of my favorite games ever made now are on my Quest. Like it sounds stupid. Bone Lab is probably my favorite game of 2022 so far, easily. Or favorite new game. My favorite multiplayer game is probably Hunt Showdown. But yeah, so far best game of 2022 is Bone Lab by far. I haven't even beat it. I'm going to stream the rest of it tonight actually. But it's just one of those things where I want my friends to experience that. And last year he bought me this sick tattoo. It's really, you can't really see it in the angle's terrible, but last year he bought me this really sick tattoo and I want to pay him back because I bought him a present that didn't do anything but make his life worse. If you think about it, it ruined his airsoft rifle because we tried to installed it wrong. Hop-up didn't work and the motor gave out, so it just problem after problem. And even when it did shoot, the hop-up was still going all over the place. Man, bumpy road. Hop-up was shooting all over the place. People were flying everywhere. It wasn't accurate. All airsoft terms that you might not know if you're watching this. But yeah, so I always felt bad. And, I always buy him airsoft gear. But every time I buy him something, it's like I'm not exactly sure if it's something he'd want. I know he's grateful and he doesn't really care as much as I do about looks. But I figured he, like me, would probably have more fun just choosing his own loadout and figuring out what gun he wants. He did just sell his Chris Vector, so now he has the money to do that, to buy the gun he truly wants and has wanted for a while. And I know he's an M4 guy. I always give him crap for it, but he loves his M4s. He loves his classic M-Lock Key-Mod Rails M4, the very basic stuff. But he does have a point. They work great. There's nothing wrong with them. They just work. They're good, reliable airsoft guns. He buys one of those, I'm sure he'll have it for 6+ years and won't have to worry about it breaking. And if he ever wants to buy another gun, he'll have a reliable he can fall back on. Took me a long time to realize this, but it's not always about getting the coolest, most out there weird gun. I do enjoy collecting stuff, obviously, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you have fun, and it's hard to have fun when your gun's breaking on you constantly, or when you have to spend tons and tons of money on magazines that break easy, or you buy a gas blowback and you only want to use gas blowback, but you have to spend $16 to $20 on a gas can every time you want to go shoot it and play with it for a day, and then every time you want to play again, you have to buy another gas can because it eats up a lot of gas, stuff like that. So a nice reliable AEG for Colby, that's good. He'll get what he wants, being able to buy his own thing. And on the side note, he's been talking about, I guess not a side note, because this is what I was supposed to be talking about. He's been talking about wanting to play a VR golf game. I'm like, he's been watching videos on Boneworks and his YouTube Reels and TikTok, thinking the game looks like a lot of fun. He was talking to me about that the other day, and I told him it was Boneworks. He's like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I'd love to play that. So there's that. Bone Lab just came out, so now you can easily mod and play on Quest, which is great. And then he's been telling me he wants to get a VR headset. He's considering a VR headset just because he wants to wake up in the morning and play golf in his room because he thinks that'd be fun. So I'm like, you know what? If he buys it and doesn't like it, he'll return it. And if I buy it for him, he doesn't like it, he can sell it. Easy as that, right? It's one of those things where you usually don't sell a gift after you get it, right? You don't do that. That's kind of messed up. At least for a little bit. It's like if you have it for 3 years and you never use it, and it's like a heated blanket or something, you got like a weird Christmas present. I understand that, but you don't sell a Christmas or birthday present immediately after you get it, unless they give you permission. But nobody wants to ask, so I'm going to tell them and say, hey, you play with it, try it out, see what you think, and if you don't like it, sell it, man. Like, use the money for a gun. That's all I ask. If you're going to sell it, use the money for something you have fun with. Don't use it for something like, you know, I don't want them to use it for something like paying for gas or something like that, you know? Like, I guess he can use it for whatever he wants, but I want him to use it for something fun that, you know, that he'll enjoy. This is definitely the biggest thing I've ever bought for anybody. You know, like, I think the biggest thing I bought before this was I bought him a gun, $115. It's about doubling that price almost exactly to the dot. Doubling the price of how much I'm spending, and then yeah. So I don't know. Adrenaline's kind of rushing. I always get real weird and angsty about buying things for people because I love it, and I don't know how he's going to react. You know, I'm sure he'll be excited and ecstatic about it, but I hope it works. You know, I'm really hoping that it turns out okay and he doesn't have any problems with it. It's the other thing too; they're upgradable. My battery has been shit in the bed recently because I plug it into my PC so much, so I bought a battery pack. Magnets right to the back, and it doubles the battery life from what it originally was, which was already okay. Like, you get a good you get probably 6-7 hours out of it now. And yeah, it adds some weight, but it also comes with a nice strap, so it's not too big of a deal. Anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point. I'm gonna post this, no editing. I'm just gonna throw it up there today, and then maybe I'll throw up a video of me giving him the Quest 2 later. But I want to make more videos like this where I just talk to the camera and ramble on, get things off my chest, talk about things that probably nobody cares about but me. I want to go back and watch this stuff later. I know I've recorded videos like this a lot. I've probably recorded 20 videos like this and never posted. I think this is going to be the one. I think I'm going to post this one. Just throw it up on my inactive channel and then leave it there. I can post some random stuff in between with videos like this where I talk. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. See how it goes.